All right. This is for anybody, right, that's going through depression. Now, I made this video because I'm one of those people that's going in and out of depression. I'm sure you are one of those people that's going in and out of depression. And you gotta understand this, man. Like, it's not your fault that you're going through it. It's not your fault that a lot of things is going down in your life. But and then here's the contradiction too. It is kind of your fault too, but then not in a negative way. It's only because you didn't know better. But what I'm trying to say is that, like, sometimes we put ourselves in positions, right, or in these certain positions, and the energy that comes back is always or most likely going to be negative, depending on the situation, right? Now, this video is for anybody that's depressed, and I want you to understand that you ain't alone. It might feel like you're alone, but you're not alone. Trust me, you're not alone. You gotta understand, not too many people out here care about what's going on in anybody else's life unless they, somebody to you or somebody to them. Or in other words, the world don't give a fuck. Once you understand that the world do not give a fuck, right? It'll give you time to register that, and it'll give you time to fall back and try to give a fuck about yourself. I guarantee you, the minute you give a fuck about yourself, I guarantee you the world will follow. But as long as you don't give a fuck about yourself, why should the world give a fuck about you? When you have these smart people, when you have these small people in your life, because not too many of us have people in our life that actually can talk to us, and if they do talk to us, they probably don't even give a fuck about what the hell we have to say. Or, the matter of fact, they probably got so much shit going on in their life, they don't have the time for us, you know? But when you have these small amount of people in your life and all that, they give you advice, you have to actually take the advice. Because some people, they're depressed and all that, and then I feel like they just want the attention. You talk to them, and they still can't register what you're saying. They feel like you're lying. They feel like, yeah, you just give me the regular talk. But it's really on you, too. Like, I don't want to be giving you advice or advices, if that's a word. I want to give you, advice, and you don't take it. And you make me feel like, okay, you just want the attention. Because depression ain't nothing to play with, man. There's people cutting themselves and all that. There's people jumping off bridges. There's people taking other people's gun or their gun, shooting their heads off. There's people taking pills. There's a lot of ways to kill yourself because of depression, you know? And, sometimes, man, like I said, I be going through it, too. I be in and out of depression. Y'all see me. Y'all be seeing my rants and all that. I be getting pissed off, blah, 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 and all that. But at the end of the day, it's funny. There's some small amount of people offline and online that I know do care about me. And so I have to sit down and think about them, too. I have to think about my daughter, too. I have to think about my mom and my family. I have to think about them, too. And on top of that, we still young, man. Of course, everything's gonna look rocky right now and everything. Of course, we still young. We only got one life. We ain't do this twice. We ain't do it 9 times like a cat. We only got one life. When you're going through these things and all that, don't look at them like downers, man. Look at them like experiences. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, the pain in there is real and everything, and it hurts. And then sometimes it could be like a year off of this thing that happened, and you still think about it and whatnot. But at the end of the day, it's an experience. So next time something come around like that, you will know what to do. Like, when it comes to depression and mental illness, I take that real serious. I take that real serious. You should take that real serious. Everybody everybody that's living right now is going through it. Everybody. It's not just you. The best way I feel like you can overcome depression is just to sit down with yourself, meditate, and try to understand. My bad, I'm dealing with a cold. But try to understand that there's people worse than you. Like, if you're sitting on a bed and you in a house and you're depressed, you gotta understand there's people sleeping on the streets with rain with rain over their heads and sun over their heads and people passing by and all that. Like, there's people worse than you, man. There's people living in the street. There's people pushing buggies with cans in it. There's people looking for cans to trade for money. Like, people have it more worse than you. And you got to look at yourself like, you know what? It's nothing. Because there's people out there that's actually worse than me. Depression is not a joke. I do not take anybody that's depressed, as soon as they tell me, I do not take it as a joke. I take it serious. I lost a lot of friends to depression. I almost lost myself to depression and all that. And what I mean by almost lost myself to depression, I lost a lot of friends that killed themselves because they were depressed. I almost did that to myself because I was depressed. And the only reason why I'm being honest and everything is because I know you're going through it, even though you don't know me. And some of y'all do know me. Some of y'all know me online, some of y'all know me offline. But at the end of the day, I know you're going through it. And I'm just trying to tell you, you ain't going through it alone, man. Anybody that's watching this video, anybody, if you feel like you can't talk to nobody, right, hit me up. I'm telling you personally to hit me up. And we're going to talk. The thing is that I don't want to talk to you and give you advice and you don't take it. Like, I'm willing to talk to anybody that's going through mental illness. I'm willing to talk to anybody that's going through depression. Just hit me up. Just hit me up. Because if anything, it's going to benefit me too, because I'm actually going through it. And I could just try to make you happy and all that. And then while you smiling and while you feel with happiness, I can be happy. You don't want to always be depressed, man, because nobody wants to be around that energy. That's why you feel alone, because everybody just gravitate away from you. And that's why I was saying way earlier, we living in a world where nobody don't give a fuck. Nobody don't give a fuck. You have to give a fuck to yourself, for yourself. Not everybody in this world don't give a fuck. There's a small amount of people like me who actually do give a fuck. I could not know you, all right? If I find out you're going through depression, I will get to know you. I do not play with depression, man. I don't play with it. I don't. So I'm telling you, you personally, you watching this one, I'm telling you, man, whenever you're going through it, just holler at me, man. Holler at me. I'm always here for you. I just want you to be here for yourself and then be here for me. But mainly be here for yourself.